do you pronounce your last name? Hanley? I thought so. I said to my wife, I was like, yeah, Tim Hanley's coming. She's like, oh, I don't think that's how you pronounce his last name. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, fuck, get out of here, mate. What do you know, man? Like, we're going to sing some beers with Tim Hanley today. Thanks for joining us, bro.
Hey, mate, how are you?
Fuck, good, man. Good, bro. Like, first time meeting Jacob here.
It is.
This handsome man. Of course, I've been blessed to meet you. Been blessed to be the responsible one for the mullet and dyeing of the hair and all the adventurous things with the hair there. But, you know, it's all good to try things in life, isn't it?
No, I actually vibed the mullet, but I don't know, I looked a bit ratty,
It was a little bit different, wasn't it?
I said that to I said that on my Instagram. I said in Melbourne, if I was getting around with like a mullet, Melbourne's sort of alternative and everyone's sort of like a bit funky and that, the mullet would be a bit more accepted, but like because I'm getting around the Central Coast, people are waiting me to get out of my Commodore and that.
Yeah. You got to make sure you're driving a Commodore with the mullet, eh?
Yeah.
Hectic. Our levels are fucking a little bit peaking there. That's all right. Hey, you definitely got COVID, eh?
Yeah, I already had it.
You had it?
Yeah, I had it.
How's your experience?
It fucking rattled me, for about 5 days.
Yeah.
Felt like I was hit by a bus. I couldn't even move, I slept for 5 days straight. And
I had it like 3 weeks ago, and it was like, I didn't have a chesty cough or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was just so fatigued.
Yeah,
just
fatigued, just tired, sweating all the time.
Yeah, I think everyone I spoke to said they were like, they didn't necessarily feel like absolutely hammered sick, but their body was just
I'm saying my body.
Super tired, super
Yeah.
sore.
And my throat was fucked too.
Yeah.
But nothing to do with my chest or anything like that.
Yeah, either.
I got mates that have had it and they're like, they're still recovering their lungs and that haven't got like better.
I think like, it's so much like the long-term effect of it as well too. Like we don't know. Someone was saying today like their girlfriend Shun, I don't know if Shun, his girlfriend's had it last week and he's saying she's asthmatic but she's having problems breathing now. But she's over it. Yeah. So like that long-term effect of it could be pretty fucking insane.
Yeah, a few of the guys I know that train regularly that are big boys, they said that they've been like really struggling at the gym. Like they do like only a couple sets and their body feels fine, but their lungs are just struggling.
100%.
So I think someone said it can potentially stay around for like up to 3 months just in your lungs, just hanging out. So
yeah, that's sick. That's so good. Like you like of course had the time off for like training and shit. Like how was your first session back? Are you like training regularly? Or?
Yeah, I'm training regularly now. Now that you mention it, I don't know if I'm just unfit or it's just rattled my lungs. But I could probably just claim COVID. I'm playing footy this year here in Terrigal. Yeah. Playing AFL, so I'll go down if I'm shit out at training. I'll just say fuck the COVID.
COVID's hanging
around. Bro, you can blame that shit hard, bro.
Yeah, COVID's just fucked my lungs,
Yeah, COVID on this, COVID on that. Fuck you.
Everything.
Like, how good is it to get out of shit now? He's like, I think I've like tested positive for COVID.
It was a close contact.
Yeah.
Damn.
Close contact. That's the way of getting out of fucking shit, So it's like, I don't want to go to this family event. Fuck this.
Mate, that many people, like if you don't work for yourself, fucking that easy to get a day off these days,
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
So many people were like, what are they claiming, like 300 or 350?
$750 a week, bro.
$750 a week.
Yeah.
Still.
I think it's, no, 750. I'm pretty sure it's $750. It might have changed. It fucking changes every day. But I think it's like if you get positive on your rapid test and then you put it in your service.
Oh yeah, you get $750 for getting COVID. Yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't even. It wasn't. You didn't have to register when I got it. I got it when I was fucking on holidays. It sucked.
It's such an inconvenience time, isn't it?
It was low as.
Anyway, COVID, fucking Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's stop talking about that shit.
Fucking dominates every conversation these days.
I know, man. It's just like shit. Like it's like, what else do you talk about though? It's like, what else?
There's nothing going on.
What else? It's like, what else? What else is going on? No, but what else is going on this year, bro? You got, of course, Frontrunner. For people that are listening to this or watching this, of course, you definitely probably know this handsome man. He's done a few things in his lifetime. But what's the plans for this year, bro? What are you doing?
I don't know, just trying to level up what I did last year. Hey, last year was a fucking massive turn for me in my whole life. Hey, moved up here, went sober for a year, and got my business started. And now it's just really starting to get some traction. So now I'm trying to build it into a beast.
Yeah, let's go. And we can see that, man. Like we talk about it all the time when you put things out. Like everything's just so. Just on point, on brand, like everything has like, some people drop some shit and it's just like, but like you guys legit shit, man.
Yeah, it's going good, eh? We've just got, I don't know, I think we don't follow trends, hey? We just do whatever I think's cool.
Setting the trends.
Yeah, we set the trends.
Trendsetter for sure, bro. 100%.
I think it's been cool. I've noticed too, like, seeing it from an outside perspective. Like, I think I saw Frontrunner before I knew that it was yours.
Yeah, right.
I think that's really cool too. Like, obviously a lot of people get put in a position where they've got a lot of eyes on them.
Yeah.
And then just for the sake of monetizing that, start something. You can tell it's not really like a passion project. It's just like,
yeah. That's what it originally was with me. When I first started it, it was like, fuck, how do I monetize this like following? How do I milk this like 5 minutes of fame? And I was originally going to do booty bands and like fitness equipment with my mate who's a PT. And then as we fucking had like samples and got the bit, we like signed. We even had bank accounts and shit ready to go for that business. And as we were getting started, I started designing a T-shirt to go with the brand. And I was like, I'll just do one T-shirt. And I started doing it. And I was like, fuck, this is the go. Like, I love doing this. Yeah. Like, I don't really like doing that. Yeah, that shit. I'm just trying to do that because I'm not like in love with it, but like I'm in love with fucking clothes.
Yeah, that's cool. Like, I think. Like, I don't share the same love for fashion and clothing. I am slowly lately, which is cool. But like Jacob here, like he pushes some like some fashion shit. Sometimes comes in like tracksuits and shit. But I think it's sick. Like pushing that, like it's expressive.
Yeah, it is expressive.
As a creative, you know what I mean? So
yeah. I've never been creative at all. I didn't think I've had a creative bone in my body.
I knew
I've always been trendy. I've always been like the trendy guy in my group of mates. I grew up in Port Douglas, which is a bit small town like this, but all my mates, like, it's real small town, real country. Like, all my mates are all like fucking cowboys, wear Akubras and no fashion sense at all, like fucking Jim Beam shirts and fishing shirts and shit like that.
That's a drip. Go dirty.
And I'm there pumping skinny jeans and that when I was like 15. They were like, you're fucking gay. I was like, fuck. So what?
Whatever, bro. Fucking.
So where did you get the, like, it kind of has that vintage retro sports kind of feel. Where did that come from?
I've just always been into sort of like vintage sort of clothes, and I don't know. We started one of our first releases was this like super retro like nylon tracksuit. Now I look back on it, I fully changed the way that I design stuff now. Back then I was just going so anything retro was like green and blue and like so loud, and it didn't really sell that well. But like now I've sort of toned it back and asked myself some questions when I'm designing, like would I actually buy that? So like even if just because I designed it doesn't mean it's cool. Like I could spend a couple months on like one item thinking like it looks good on fucking like on paper, and I think it's going to be grouse, but then I get it and it doesn't fit well on the body, doesn't fall well on the body, don't feel confident in it, don't love it. And I just go, you have to put your ego down and be like, just because I made it doesn't mean it's cool. Like you got to you got to feel it, sort of like put it on. I like a lot of the process for me is putting something on and just stand in the mirror for like an hour, like just looking at it and just feeling it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And feeling it and being like,
cool, man. Like,
do I like love it?
That's what we see with like, there's a few sort of like Central Coast based clothing brands that have kind of popped up, and even just Australian brands, and you can definitely see they're trying to copy a certain type of brand. You can tell they don't really care. They're just like, oh, I see Tommy Hilfiger does well, and they sell a shirt for $150. But they're not walking around wearing it. And that's a big thing, I think. Like, if you find something that you would genuinely wear and you think looks sick, people will do the same.
That's the game changer in why we like have done so well in the last like 6 months. Our revenue's doubled in the last 6 months every month, and it's because of that one process of design where I go, would I fucking buy it? Yeah. And if you come to my warehouse, there is boxes and boxes and boxes of shit that just didn't make the cut, that I spent fucking months designing, but it wasn't. It's nice. Yeah. But I put it on and I just go, oh, I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah.
See, that's like a different level of like clothing, because like we've done a few clothing like things before, like this.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we're just buying AS color samples. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're getting this shit.
Yeah,
like,
no, I designed
custom.
it from scratch, like down to like the centimeters on the elbow, how I want it to fall, how it sits on it sits on the body.
Yeah.
Like, and you know that the big thing for me why it's so easy to design clothes is because I'm so fucking big. There's no clothes for big guys.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing.
Yeah.
All the XLs in general pants sell out because all the skinny kids want oversized.
Yeah, oversized. Yeah.
And the XLs fit you like a fucking like a child.
Yeah.
If you're massive like me.
Yeah.
So now our sizing, we get lots of returns at the start because they're like, "Fuck, your sizing's massive." But I'm like, "This is what an oversized. Yeah. This is oversized. Yeah. If you're oversized."
So like, what size is
this?
This
Is a double XL, but if this would be at Culture King's like a 4XL.
Yeah, for sure.
But it looks fantastic.
Yeah,
like,
that's
it. Sits well.
It sits very well.
It's just because it's fucking custom made for my body. That's why.
Yeah, I must say as well. I quite enjoy I've got a few of the other from Uniqlo. These like the sleeves that come down, especially for someone that's like a lanky, skinny dude. For me, it kind of like to hide the arms a bit. Yeah, it makes it feel. I feel a lot more confident because then I'm not like, oh, I don't look like a fucking skeleton or some shit, you know. I'm not super skinny, but like the thing is, it's like
everyone has their
thing. You know?
The best thing about this is it's the most universal shape ever. Yeah, blokes your size wear it and they don't feel skinny. Yeah, and blokes, big fat guys wear it, and because doesn't hug the body, they don't feel fat. Yeah, so it's like a fucking solved all problems. Our tees sell off. We do thousands of tees a month.
That's sick.
It's our best seller. And yeah, I don't know. This is fucking love putting the product. There's so much love put in. There's so much love
and you can
put in the product, and I think that's the difference between like why our brand is taken off is because when you go into the store, you see a product that's designed by designers who don't own the brand, and the love isn't in the brand. They're given like a brief and like saying, do this, but those designers haven't put it on. You know what I mean? They've put it on. They've put it on a fucking computer and gone, "That's nice. That's on." And they've tried it on a like a fit model, which is a fit model will be probably someone your frame. Yeah. Every fit model would have the same frame, and they'll be like, "Oh, it fits that guy right." But like, not mine. Yeah. Mine's like every fucking detail goes like.
100%. Yeah.
I think it's cool, man.
No, I agree. And we've talked about this before. Like even outside of clothing, like just brand and image and the way that people will see if you genuinely give a shit and that there's like a reason that you've put it out. And that's why like you can walk into, let's say, Universal store and people will gravitate to the same brands because they built up some sort of brand around them. Like obviously originally Tommy was
the one.
Tommy Hilfiger because it's
a
designer.
Yeah.
And then they just got big enough that they could just become a brand and no one really buys it for Tommy Hilfiger the person.
Yeah.
But you see people start a brand and like, they get a basic staple shirt, slap a logo on it and off they go. Yeah. But there's nothing else outside of it. No. And even with you guys, like, you can see the way that you market it and drop it and all the content that comes out. Like there's a lot more to it rather than just being a shirt.
It's 24 hours on the clock.
What I'd be like super interested to see is like, because I think like from a business standpoint as well, it's like you've got your product and you've been doing it for 2 years now,
Nah, 14 months.
How much?
14 months.
Shit, bro.
Yeah.
What's really cool is like you've got your product and you've got like your system starting to, you can see
you're just starting to get systems in place.
What'd be really cool to see where you're going, if you are going in that way, if you thought about it, is expanding like into brand building, like, you know, bringing like, you are building a brand, but I mean, like, you know how Red Bull has their can of Red Bull, but
that was the plan.
You know
that was the original plan, but we've been locked down for fucking 9 of the 14 months. We were in the Melbourne lockdown. We were in the longest lockdown in the world. In Melbourne. We moved up here as soon as that one finished, and then got locked down up here. So we haven't been able to do anything. But my whole plan from the start was to run events, and because I got heaps of contacts in festival spaces and like nightclubs all down in Melbourne and bars and stuff. And I was going to utilise that, and we still will, but we're just fucking flat out. We can't catch a break at the moment with the clothes. We're just trying to.
Which is a great thing. Like,
get everything in place, and we're still trying to do it. Like we're still trying to do as much as we can as like business owners to try and save save $1. Like we could put on fucking someone to run our socials and do all that stuff, but we do every little bit that we can to try and create the margins.
I think as well, like not just to save money on that, but like you get to then
you see the process, how it all works,
and get to that point where in 5 years it's like, okay, you might not be doing the social media, but you know how it works. That base level.
And you know how it works. So
100.
if someone comes in, that's why we do our own pick and packing.
Yeah.
Because one of the guys that's gave me advice at the start. He said, like, if you do your own pick and packing at the start, then you know how long one parcel takes. You know how many you can get out in a day. So when you do hand it over to a third-party labour company, if they say we can't pack 200 orders in a day or we can't pack 300 orders in a day, my missus does it by herself. Like she knows she knows the whole back end. She knows everything everything about that kind of stuff. So
that's valuable.
It's just it's valuable and like now. Yeah, now we just put on another girl at our warehouse. She's working for us 3 days a week, and so we've got about 5, 6. We've got about 7 staff, including me and my missus.
Yeah, right.
And it's good. Well, it's good that we started the business in COVID too. We learned we learned that the sort of the new school way of how to run a business, that you all don't need to be in an office. So like our designers in Melbourne, our marketing teams in Melbourne, like my business partner who is my best mate, he's in Melbourne. We do everything by Zoom. Doesn't need it, like people like
you don't, bro, like unless it's like a physical like store or like something like a barbershop or some shit, but everything's fucking online these days, man.
And look at how far it's already gone from solely being online.
You don't
need to be in a shop front or a store.
You don't. No.
I think
productivity from home is like proven now too.
100%.
100%. Next level. But I think it's really cool that of course it's smart, but like utilizing and taking like that advantage of when you had the audience around when you're on TV and all that kind of stuff. I think that's of course a smart move.
It was a fucking pivotal moment in my life, where I just went, I've got to do something with this. There's like, I've got 5 minutes to get everyone's attention. How am I going to do it? And I did it. I don't know fucking how I pulled it off, but
you did it, bro. Like, it's fucking sick. How many people you see that have 5 minutes of fame, or like, not to say that you had 5 minutes of fame.
It is. It's 5 minutes, bro. It's 5 minutes. You get on reality TV, unless you're in like the UK or something, it's 5 minutes. There's there'd be a 5%. There'd be a 5% thing of people that actually keep it going. Imagine how many people you see that go on fucking TV shows every year and you never see them again, never hear them again.
Especially like musicians.
Musicians.
Especially in Australia, especially like those game or the sort of game show style
voice and
music shows. Like they're king shit for
5 minutes.
And then that's it.
And then the next season comes on and you've forgotten about.
It's like
I knew that's how it was going to be too. That's why I fucking, mate. The day I walked out of Bachelor in Paradise is the day that I launched this brand. I had it all ready, because we had to wait 5 or 6 months between the filming and the airing. And that's when I just went fucking ham. I was like, I need to, because when I came off the Bachelorette, my insights on my Insta started dying after 3 months, and I was like, you get 3 months. And then you're fucking not forgotten about, but then people start to not give a fuck.
Other things,
So I was like just scrambling to get this business going. I went sober for a year, and I used to be a mad fucking drug pig, Like, I used to love fucking partying, But that's changed everything about my life. I'm 30 this year, and I'm happy to turn 30 now. And before this, I never was. I was just sort of like a bit lost in the world. Never really had a place. Always knew, like deep down, there was something bigger coming. Like for my whole life, look, it was. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but it was
we resonate, bro, hard. Like, we resonate hard. Keep going, but
I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I'll be working like these shit jobs and like doing all this shit, but like I always just knew, like deep down, like this isn't like I'm not for the. I'm bigger than this. Like I've got something to give.
I think it's like that. I think you know deep down that you're capable of doing something. It's just you're not in the position yet where you can show that off. I felt the same. Like every time I was working, I was like, I'd be doing stuff and I'm like, this isn't me. Like I'm not going to make it in this. Until you do something that you're passionate about, and then it's like, like, okay, that makes sense and you're off. What was the decision to go sober? Was there anything specific?
One of the big reasons was I got back with my ex-missus, who like I was with for 6 years before that, and a lot of our relationship fell apart from like partying and drugs. So that was like one of the big decisions. Is like I really knew that there was nothing else wrong with that relationship before when it happened. Like the love was still there, and like the relationship that we had before was perfect. Other than that, so I said if I'm gonna go back into it, there's no point going back into it doing the same thing that happened last time.
Yeah, that fucking destroyed it. Yeah,
so,
for sure.
And then I just knew that, mate, now that I look back on it, I just think fucking alcohol and drugs are just the forbidden fruit of life success, eh? I just think
they can suck you into a fucking hole,
I just think like that, like everything about them is made to like keep you like dumb and like your energy and your frequency just not there, you know, like everything is just like higher. You're just vibrating so much higher when you're not like scattered, and like people think, oh yeah, I'm just like a recreational drug user, but like fuck, that takes a toll, eh?
Big time,
it's
bro.
Massive.
Big time. I think like and definitely like with your intentions as well. Like I'm big on intentions. Like if you're doing drugs for a certain intention to like escape reality or whatever it is, it's like that's when it can have like a really bad effect. Of course, like doing drugs in general can have a bad effect if you do them regularly and whatever. But you know, I partake in a couple of things in my time, but I only do it to enhance an experience if I know there's like an event.
I'm not fully against them.
No,
best times of my life I had on drugs.
Yeah. No, of course, like 100%, and it enhances that time that you have. But it shouldn't be like, oh, I need to have this to have a good time. You know, that typical shit. But I mean, like, we had a couple of words about like
it's not
we're
even
doing here, but like, I was just gonna say, like, you know, we were talking about like a couple of party things when you were down in Melbourne and stuff like that, and you were just kind of like, you just get like it just sucked into this
spiral.
Vortex,
It's not even like the needing the drugs to have fun or anything like that. I think it's the midweek productivity that is the big one for me that you lose.
Like
You're just not there, eh?
Yeah.
You're just not there, and then by the time you are there, you go again. That's the cycle.
Oh, you see so many people just live for the weekend. You can tell they hate their life, hate their job. They're just like waiting for that Saturday, Sunday to get them through the week, and they work to get there, and then they get there, have a good time, and then obviously come back down again. And then midweek they're like, oh fuck, well I'm only 2 days away, I'll just go out again on the weekend.
Yeah, 100%. Like my biggest thing that I hate when people say, like, I don't of course say anything, but when we're in the barbershop, like if cutting on a Monday or Tuesday, everyone's like, oh fuck, it's Monday, oh fuck, it's Tuesday. It's like, can't wait for Friday. It's like, well, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
but I was like that for 28 years of my life. Until you find what you're good at, and what your passion is. But the thing is, like a lot of people are too scared to try to find their passion.
Oh yeah, we say that all the time.
A lot of people are too scared to try. Like I wouldn't have found it if I didn't fucking have a go. I could risk put all my money that I had into my business. It could have just went belly up. Yeah. But I was ready for it to go belly up because I've been belly up that many times, and I'm that good at starting again. Like it doesn't scare me. Losing it all doesn't scare me.
Bro, that's the motivation for even us. Like as we were just saying to you before, like, you know, we're selling this shop, and it was like we put so much work into this shop, so much money into this shop, and we're selling it fucking peanuts. But the thing is, the mental stress of like getting out of it is like the relief of it is going to be bigger than ever. Like, you know, in 6 months' time, we'll be in a better position than if we were to stay here, and then 6 months would be fucked. Like even in a deeper hole. And it's like, we gave it a go. We tried. It's a little bit like, you know.
You like just see how many people fail businesses before they have a good one. So I had this food truck, a few years ago. Didn't even get it off the ground, Bought it was like 30 grand. Had it for fucking like 4 years. Kept it in storage. Sold it for like 7 grand,
Yeah, shit, man.
Didn't even use it once.
But like how many people, they don't know that, you know what I mean? And even if you do fail, like say for instance, right, God forbid, you know what I mean, like front runner, you like, it just went
goes under.
Go like that, you know, 2 years you recover, on to the next thing.
Yeah, I know. I know. I could
blow up even more.
If it all went belly up, I just know I've started again that many times. I've been $0, fucking thinking about necking myself. I've danced with the devil. That's how I look at it. I just don't. I think I'm untouchable in that mental sense. That I don't fear loss. And that's why, I don't know if you have seen, I think I've spoken about this before, but I had a boxing fight before I went on to the Bachelorette, and I got knocked out cold. My first boxing fight got knocked out cold in front of like 2,000 people, a full Melbourne Pavilion, which is a fucking massive thing. And I thought I was like, all right, boxer. Had my first fight, got knocked out, fucking like head first, like that there onto the canvas.
That's some brutal shit, yeah.
And then got up and like knew that people would be rinsing me on my Instagram, and got on and rinsed myself before anyone else could rinse me, and just like losing doesn't like bother you if you don't give a fuck what anyone thinks.
No, that's all it is. That's
people are so embarrassed.
We think about that with. I mean, look at it with the business. Like I saw a clip I think today from Andy Frizella, and he said, he's like, you can't.
Just got to own your losses, Just be like, all right, I lost. No one can get you then.
No one's going to believe you before you've done it. Like, you have to show people what you've done for them to believe you, because it's very rare that someone will see what you're doing or hear what you're going to do and then be like, oh yeah, sick, go for it. Because most people are scared of the risk, which is why they've never taken it.
When I started this business, I'll fucking have all my mates come over. I see like my 6 samples like in this rack in my bedroom, and I'll be like, I'm starting a business. And they're like, fuck, here we go. Here he goes again. Here he goes again. Because I've done so much shit that I've started so much and just haven't got it going. The big difference here was my missus. She's fucking smart as.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm bad ADD. I wouldn't even be able to, if you gave me some paperwork to fill out, probably I don't even pay my parking fines and shit like that. I just can't deal with paperwork and back end and stuff. And having her with all the skills that I don't have, and let me be full creative, was just a perfect combo.
Strengths and weaknesses.
Perfect combo.
Let's. I want to know sort of like pre-Bachelorette.
Yeah.
What were you doing before that? Were you working in anything creative?
Nah, I was just working construction.
Yeah,
I was doing like 12-hour nights. Work on the rail, just a long fucking, and then I was working for my mate, who is my business partner now, in his construction business.
Yeah, see.
Just spraying beams and that with this fire retardant like spray. It was the fucking lowest job. Gotta wear this like hazmat suit and like that hot, fucking just the dirtiest job on the whole job site. You spray stuff and just goes fucking all over everyone else on site's gear.
Yeah, that's
and
fucking
it's just
mad,
the shittest job on the planet,
definitely
I reckon.
do it again.
But I don't know. I still had good days there, Still like, and like I worked heaps of jobs, and I always said like I would rather work the shittest job on the planet with good people than my favorite job and work with fuckwits.
I agree.
It's like your environment is so important. Like I've packed like unloaded shipping containers with the heaviest fucking shit in a day with these big Samoans, and I just used to have the best day. The hardest work, but just have the best laughs, and like never feels like hard slug if you got good people around you.
It's true. 100. I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I agree fully too.
But yeah, I was just doing that. Lived in Melbourne. Grew up in Port Douglas, up in North Queensland. Was in Melbourne for like 8 years. Love Melbourne, best city. But yeah, change of pace here has been so nice. I love it here.
Yeah, don't think you'll move back to Melbourne, maybe?
Nah, I can't see myself back in Melbourne.
Yeah,
too fucking cold, But I like the cold. I like the cold too.
I enjoy the cold too, but it has to be like, I don't like the heat. Fucking like the heat's alright, but like
I grew up in Port Douglas, up near Cairns. There's no winter. It's just hot, 100% humidity. Hot and slightly less hot. It's fucking not well. And I could never do that again, That's where I had COVID up there, so I was just sweating bullets,
dirty, bro.
Yeah, it was not well.
So what sparked your interest what was the process of actually getting onto The Bachelorette? Is it just like
onto the
a thing that comes up and you applied for?
No, I was just at the races, just off my guts. Just at the races, and then some lady just came up to me with a clipboard and she's like, "Hello, would you consider television?" I was like,
"Really?
Yeah."
I would not have expected
let's
that.
go.
Yeah. And at first I was just like, "Fuck!" I was so cooked. I was like, "Is this bitch a cop or?" I was like, "Get away from me!" My mate's like, "Give her your number." Gave her my number. She called me for some random fucking new show from the US that I don't even think made it to like the screens. She's like, "Would you want to go on this?" I was like, "I'm not going on your new show. Like, I'm not fucking being a guinea pig for some shit like First Dates or like some like real shit show,
shit. Like Masked Dates or shit."
Yeah.
Masked Dates on Netflix. We watch it. We only watch it because it's fucking gimmicky, but
you only care about it until you see the people and you're like, "Oh yeah, right."
Yeah, that's fucked. But
that's how it would. And I was like, "Nah." And then they called me again. They're like, "Bachelorette." I was like, "Bang, put me on." Get me in. I knew I was fucking destined for something like that, And then when I got in there, it was just fucking easy work for me. I've been to that many places, been in that many different social groups, went to that many different high schools, fucking always the new kid everywhere. And I just knew these guys in there just hadn't seen as much of fucking the world. Not the world, but I just knew they just hadn't had they don't have the social game that I do.
Yeah.
And I was just fucking a madman,
Yeah.
And
I'd never watched the show, of course, because I never watched TV. But like, you know, just looking on like YouTube and shit like that, your clips and stuff, like just funny as fuck.
Yeah, I was just taking the piss the whole time. I was a mad crack up that was.
That's the thing. It seemed like you genuinely just didn't give a fuck. You're like, fuck it, whatever happens, happens. And everyone else was trying to be like too serious.
But it was in your favour too, like
it was in my favour. She loved me.
Like, that like affected like your airtime and stuff like that as well.
Oh yeah, I got more airtime than her.
That's sick.
It was fucking wild.
Yeah, so funny.
I would not have expected that to be the way that came about.
Yeah,
I thought you would have seen like an ad or something.
Nah, 90% of the people on there, like 98% of the people on there, all applied.
Yeah, right.
But I was the right place, right time,
Yeah.
And off your face.
Yeah.
I love the style, but man, like that, like you just look like an 80s rock star, like an 80s, 90s rock star.
No, you get the mad hair and makeup in there. They do. They make it like they make it nice. So
you didn't usually look like that outside.
Nah, man. Every like cocktail party and that, you go in there, you get like an hour in the seat. Like they make you look the grouse. You just stand there. They get two chicks. They just put your shoes on, suit on, like you don't touch it. It's like you feel it's mad fun.
Yeah.
And then they do your makeup. Like my hair was just like crazy.
Yeah,
and the producers was like bigger. They want bigger hair. Like the hair was big. The hair was big because their hair and makeup have to relay with the production. They're like, "Do you want him looking like that?" And they're like, "Bigger hair, bigger hair,
more."
Yeah, more. That's fucking loose, And then you did that. And then you did the island one.
Yeah, Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah. You didn't enjoy that as much, did you?
Nah, I fucking hated it,
Yeah.
I hated it the whole time.
There was this one clip I watched of that, and he was just like, you were saying to the chick, like, let's get the fuck out of here, let's go, let's bounce. Like,
yeah, it was madness. So the whole production of it was fucked up. Just the way that they were like going about it, the producers and that, they were just like trying to stitch us up the whole time. Like Kieran, my mate, he was on there, he got stitched up hard. So he would like, the producers would like come up to him and say, like, you're like 25, you're single, like, no point staying with one girl, like, you may as well test the waters. And he's just said drunk as like, fuck yeah, I'll test the waters, like, I won't stay with her. And they're like real convincing, the producers. Right, yeah, and they're like, oh, you don't want to go, like, you can see what else is coming in here. And so Kieran would be like, yeah, sorry, love, like, we're not together, like, I want to test out something else, doing exactly what they say. And then it came out, and he just looked like the biggest fucking gronk, Yeah. And he just looked like the biggest, like...
He's probably thinking he's having a good old time.
He thought he was pretty much just doing exactly what they said. Yeah. And they came out, and they just fucking slaughtered him. And they were trying to do it to me, too. I was with one chick, and they were just like, no, you don't really like her. You should go for another one. And I was just like, you guys are trying to fucking stitch me up here. And then they tried to make me leave the chick without even saying goodbye. And that's when all the big dramas happened and I had to leave. But
that's nuts.
It was a different production, different producers and that. True. And I thought she was like a little crazy lady, the producer.
Crazy lady.
They
Yeah.
can twist it so many ways, eh? They
Oh,
can twist it
mate,
to make it believe whatever you want.
It's Russian roulette going on TV.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, it's fucking Russian
Yeah,
roulette.
they'll paint you to be whatever the fuck they want.
Because
Yeah.
we
That ain't fucked.
film for hundreds of hours, eh?
Yeah.
They can get you. Everyone says something out of line.
Oh,
Everyone
exactly.
says
They'll
something.
take things out of context.
Yeah,
too.
out of context. They'll grab it from like when the last fucking, they'll get snippets from here, and while they're like doing a panoramic of like the fucking ocean and that, your voiceover from a conversation last week, and they bring it back to you. It's fucking wild.
That's nuts, eh? And they're planting that seed of like, don't talk to her, talk to
Yeah,
old
they're
mate.
always
That's
coming. They're
nuts.
always coming up to you like.
Of course, like you're going on there with that expectation, but do they cover their ass with like contracts and shit?
Oh, my mate at the moment, Jamie, he's in a legal battle with him at the moment because he
got hammered.
he
eh?
got fucked hard.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's crazy. He's mad as a cut snake.
Yeah.
But he's not like. He's not that. He got like they were putting like Star Wars music
Yeah.
over him and he
Did you ever see that?
there was like he was like mentally unstable on there, right?
Yeah.
Like he would like have like these big emotional breakdowns, and like the producers was instead of like looking after his mental health, they would feed it.
Yeah.
Like they would
Shit.
like he would be in like a room crying
Yeah, I can
to
tell.
like to me, like she just did this breakdown that he had, and like they and like they just there's just no
Twisted, yeah.
no shit, and then they're like, and just as the amount of like just the music that they put behind you talking or walking can make you
Yeah.
look like a fuckhead.
That's what I noticed.
You can get out of the car,
Yeah.
feeling the grouse
Yeah.
on the red carpet, just got this nice suit on, been in hair and makeup for like 45 minutes. You think you're the man, and it fucking comes out on the show, and they put this music behind it, dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
and you look like a fuckhead,
Yeah.
just straight up like that.
Come on,
They're not
man.
nuts, eh?
Shit, bro.
You know who's going to win the Bachelorette and the Bachelor now these days? They get the music like the stars when they get out of the car. It's like real soft,
Yeah.
like nice, like top two, top three.
Fuck that shit. Fuck that. So
They're
no
all
more reality
nah.
TV shows for you, bro?
Nah,
Except
get
for
me
Big
back,
Brother.
get
I'd
me
love
back
to watch
on.
Big Brother would be lit.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be funny. That'd
yeah,
be
Big,
really
Big
size.
Brother would be good. I was
like,
thinking about
if they
SAS would be good.
That would be
That's cool.
sick too.
Yeah.
SAS would be good.
You'd be good. I reckon that'd be sick for you.
Yeah, I'd love doing that. I'd love to do it. But look, at the moment, I've got my hands full. I'm real happy with my life. If something comes up, like I'm always been like that, door opens, walk through it, or fucking miss out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Do they still approach you about getting on things?
more shows.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been hit up for a couple, but just fell through.
Yeah.
I reckon something might come up.
Oh, there's bound to be something.
Surely get
They're
me
always
back
trying to
on.
think of the new thing, eh?
Yeah.
There's always something that they're trying to
Something exciting.
push. Yeah.
Do you ever think about starting like? Oh, fuck, I'm getting beer burps, bro. Do you ever think about like starting more YouTube for yourself? Or,
Oh,
like, is that
I was doing that lots, but I don't know. I've just been so busy in that. Like one of the big things about juggling this last year is a lot of it is like you go from like I've gone from like 27 years of my life from school to work. It's just been laid out on a platter for me. My structure,
Yeah.
like start at 6, finish at 5,
Yeah.
gym before,
structure, yeah.
footy training after, bed thing. Now, work my own hours, have to structure my own planning, do it all. So I've sort of just been like, getting everything sort
Yeah,
of
just
sweet,
finding
and like
systems
a
and
lot of I will get back into YouTube and that this year, vlogging and stuff like that. But I don't know. I found myself at times just rambling. You know what I mean? Just
no purpose to it.
No
you know?
purpose
Yeah.
to it. Just
Yeah.
filming
Yeah.
and just doing thing. And I just got to a point where it's just like, if you don't have anything fucking good to say, and if there's no like guts behind what you're saying, don't even say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Better off just saying nothing, staying quiet.
That's what's
And, like,
hard, eh?
mate-
Come out with meaningful shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
just post shit for the sake of posting.
Yeah,
Like, we've been pretty big, like this brand for humans, right?
yeah,
The one, like we've tested. You know, we've tried a
Yeah.
lot of things. We've done podcasts before. This is
Yeah.
our third podcast.
yeah. I started 1A when I got off the show. Mate, when you get off TV, you fucking scramble for your life. You watch every person come
Yeah.
off Love Island this year,
Yeah.
like trying to. Who wants to see my meal plans?
Yeah.
Who wants
selling
to?
this
I'm
fucking-
about to start a everyone. I did it.
Starting
My mates
YouTube,
did it.
doing this
Everyone did
shit.
it. Hey guys, like you think everyone really gives a fuck what you're doing? And they don't care, eh? They're like, you're like,
loyals, like
you get a few, like, and like you gain the respect. Like I would rather, like I used to have 170,000 followers. Now I've lost 50,000 followers since TV started. But like my following is 98% women between like 25 and 45, like lots of 35, real strong presence between like 30 and 40.
How funny is that? And then we got like Nathan McCallum, like good friend of ours. Yeah, he's like got 800,000, and like all of them's like gay guys.
Yeah, right.
Like I mean, like different things. You know what I mean?
Mine's just all most of mine was at the start was just all mums and that, all bachelor people.
Yeah,
and like
so shows and
front
shit.
Runners,
like,
front runner, our audience on front runners 60% women, eh?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Most of us got people that buy our stuff, all girls, eh?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like a lot of chicks buy shit online.
Buy.
That's. I think that's the market that like a lot. Like it's cool to get into, is because like the most people that consume online is like for buying things. Is women.
Yeah, really. Women.
Like, guys aren't gonna be buying shit. You know?
No.
And even if like they are, like girls are buying for their boyfriends or for their dads
girls are always buying. Yeah. It's evened out. It's evened out. At the start when we started Front Runner, just a lot of my followers transferred over, and it was just like still like 80% women. I was like, fuck, I need some guys, but now it's starting to even out. We're getting lots more guys.
Do you notice it's like a pretty like organic growth now? Like every time you do drops or post it, like you slowly gain more.
Yeah. It's a fucking hard. It's a grind to grow.
It's heaps hard.
It's a grind to grow a brand, eh?
Bro.
Mate, our first 10,000 followers came straight off that show. Our second 10,000 took us the whole for the last
So what are you at now?
20, nearly 22.
Yeah, right.
Which is pretty good.
Do you think I mean, there's so many different kind of strategies to try and get more
so
followers
many
and
different
shit.
strategies.
But have you thought about yet again? I'm sure you have, but like thinking about getting different influencers and athletes. We've
thrashed that.
Yeah.
I've got a massive circle of friends that are like influencers and athletes and that. We've had everyone wearing it.
Yeah. And you do see it. You see it everywhere. I'm not saying like you guys are fucking killing it. You know what I mean? Like it's not like, oh, you guys need help with anything. Like you guys are on the way.
Yeah.
It's not like tomorrow. It's like same as Gymshark. Like they take leaps. Every leap it's just bigger. It's test and measure too.
Yeah. Some shit might not work. Like we might just and we're looking now at paid influencer marketing, but you need the right person for your brand because it's so fucking. It's not. It's
volatile, bro.
If you get someone selling something that's not their vibe,
you can
tell.
Yeah, it's so hard because like so many people buy their fucking followers these days too, and like just have no real authentic. Like, it's the same as like to compare it to Gymshark. Had experience with those guys. There is like certain influences that they have really help the brand. Yeah. But there's only key people that really affect their brand. For instance, Steve Cook, right?
Yeah.
That dude has legitimate following.
Yeah, I know. That's what they're cult followings. Yeah.
But then you have some other dudes that are I don't know off the top of my head, but
they're almost just affiliated with the brand, but they're not like a
they're not. They don't have their followers. Like some people's followers, like some girls, and their followers cult
that's
following.
Cult shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, 100.
Yeah, and they put a product out, and fucking lots of people buy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's an interesting.
Because I don't know, it's their personal brand. It's good on them, trusted, from not selling heaps of shit, and not fucking.
Definitely.
Mate, when I got off the show, I was selling HelloFresh koala beds, fucking teeth whitening,
bro. Fucking oh shit! You sell some shit, eh? That's cool, but that's good. But you were trying that shit, man. That's cool.
It was a wild world, eh? When I got off.
Yeah. Oh, you learn too what works and what doesn't. Yeah. And that's what I always find interesting. How many people get approached by some random brand. It's like Manscaped. Manscaped sponsor so many podcasts and videos and stuff.
Yeah.
and they're like just a body trimmer. But I'm like, how many people are actually buying it? Or is it now just at the point where they sponsor everyone?
I think, yeah.
That no one gives a shit.
I heard some shit like Manscaped sucks.
I've heard it sucks
it sucks. But they would put so much into marketing and like you can fucking fake that shit.
But now when it comes on, you're like, oh, fuck, here we go. Like you can tell they don't care. It's just the same scripts that they've read. Yeah. It's like, do you really give a shit, or are you just pushing it to push it?
Do you know what's really funny? Like really, really cool to see as well, because like we love social media, we love creating content and stuff like that, and of course like we want to be more online. Don't really like, we're not like, oh, I want 100,000 followers to be like flexing and shit, but it's like we've been around enough like social media at this time to kind of realize that when people are doing some fake shit or when people are doing some real shit as well. Like you look at, say for instance, just it was in my head, Jake Paul, for instance, right?
Yeah.
Dude is like doing fucking wild shit. Yeah. Like, but he's getting real fucking traction and marketing.
Yeah, he's crazy.
But then you look at like some other people that like have a following and kind of do half-ass shit, but they don't have as big an impact. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what. I mean, Jake Paul's like grown over a certain period of time.
That's what it is. That's I think that a lot of it comes from that. Like, I think big cult followings. A lot of them come from a long time a long time of following.
Do you think like, especially with brand building, it's consistency?
Consistency is a massive thing. Yeah, it is consistency. You're right.
Yeah, I think so too. Like those followings, like you have to think people that have been doing it for, like if you look at YouTube, for example, they've been doing it for so many years.
Imagine how many fucking vlogs they put out before, before someone jumped on them.
And the people that are still around have probably been with them for a good 3 or 4 years. There's people I watch on YouTube that I don't even really care about anymore. But I feel like I'm so invested in them. Yeah. Because I've watched them for so long that I almost have to keep up with it.
It's like Casey Neistat and shit like that. You just like grow that shit. But I think what's really like, especially to help people like if they want to grow things or even just anything in life, I think that we miss the mark is we overcomplicate things. And all it is just fucking consistency. At the end of the day,
at anything, you're right. Like you want to get fucking big, you want to get ripped. Consistency will do it.
Save money, make money.
Save money, make money. Yeah.
It's like, because the thing is, like, a lot of people do, and we've done it, we've experienced it, but I think, like, say, for instance, this podcast, this brand, whatever it is, it's, like, super grateful and lucky to have you on here, but if we only get, like, 100 views, it's, like, for some people, to us, it's, like, okay, whatever, like, that's fucking 50 more than last time, which is cool. Yeah. But we've only been around for a minute.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, they'll see that and be like, oh, but I had this guy that had this following on here and it should have like blown me up.
Yeah. It's not that way. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work that way.
No,
just because you had someone doing something. That's why I haven't. That's why I've held off on like paid influencer marketing. I haven't found anyone that's like
consistent.
I haven't found anyone that I think will actually benefit. Like will actually like really benefit my brand,
Yeah.
Well, especially in that social media world, I think I don't think many people really give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, if someone comes at you and they go, "Yeah, I want to be a partner."
Yeah.
Do they really care about
my laptop's gonna fucking die,
or are they just doing it to get free shit or get clout from you or whatever it is?
We give lots away, but we don't do any. We don't pay anyone anything. But yeah, if we like, bro, I've been on the other end. I've been on like the getting free shit and getting paid for shit. Clothes is a fucking grouse one.
Oh yeah,
like clothes and food. Are the two things like you'll take. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to get asked for to be paid for. Like so, we send $500 worth of clothes out at a time to every person. You're cheering if you get that.
Yeah, it's hectic.
Fucking technical difficulties, mate. We need a producer. We need a fucking director that like does this shit.
Yeah, hard.
It's fucking wild, man. I think we should just leave it there. Hey,
wrap it up
for sure. I think if you just keep dragging on, it's just like you got to call it a day.
That's true.
There's a lot of valuable, fun content in there, bro.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks for helping us out, man. First guest on the 4 Humans podcast, bro.
We're gonna beat this.
Yo, 100%. But
what can people keep an eye out for the rest of the year? What's coming?
I've got a big winter coming, man. Fuck. Because I'm planning winter. Winter's already in the works. Autumn, winter is going to be massive for us. It's just leveling up. Like, we were still learning last year. We don't now really know my fabrics and just know there's a lot more. Yeah. just the product's just getting better. You see a lot more mature product.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm super keen.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thanks, man.
Very
Appreciate
nice.
you.